What's going on, guys? So today's video I got a special guest. This is JJ Colbourne, right?
That's right.
So I'm actually here in Boston. JJ's been, man, are you an original resident of Boston?
Yeah, I was born in Massachusetts, in Boston, so been here my whole life.
Oh wow. But today, guys, we're going to be talking about Acqua di Parma Colonia Futura, which was launched in 2020 and it's classed as a citrus aromatic. Now before I get into the notes, JJ, do you get anything in particular?
What I did notice right from the top, and it may not be in the note pyramid, but petitgrain, like a green petitgrain sort of feel to it.
Okay.
Which could very well not be in the note pyramid, but that was the first thing that came to mind. Definitely bergamot.
Yes.
A lot of bergamot.
Yes.
And a lot of lemon.
So what it is, top notes, bergamot, lemon. You're also going to get grapefruit and pink pepper. Middle notes is going to be lavender and sage, and the base is going to be vetiver. Do you get anything else from it, though?
You know what I am picking up? It's very aromatic. It does.
Yeah.
It does harken back to the citrus aromatics of the '60s through the '80s, definitely.
It has that vintage vibe.
Yeah, I like that.
So is this a fragrance that you would wear?
I could see myself wearing this.
Because your tastes are more into the vintage.
They can be, but I think that a lot of folks don't realize that I can appreciate a lot of contemporary fragrances as well.
Okay.
So I think that people will come to realize that the more that I create content of my own.
All right.
But yes, I am a vintage enthusiast, and this does have a vintage quality to it, and it's rendered really nicely. It's not it was just sprayed on the strip here. I don't detect too much of a mossy element, but it's definitely like a woody, grassy kind of dry down.
Yeah.
That I'm detecting under the layers.
Like for me, this does have that vintage vibe. Like it has.
It does.
In some ways, it kind of has like a fougere vibe, even though it's not a fougere. Like the lavender for me is what gives that fougere feel.
It often.
But
can, yeah.
the lemon, not bergamot, lemon and grapefruit, more lemon than anything, is what really pops. So lemon, pink pepper, lavender, and then the base, if I didn't know it was vetiver, I would assume it's pine. Because it just has that really woody, earthy feel.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a gentleman's fragrance.
I would say so.
But it's marketed as a unisex fragrance. Can you see the women, like, and fragrances are subjective. Wear what you want, but can you see this being worn, like a woman really appealing to this?
An independent woman wearing her finest slacks. Yes.
Okay. All right. For me, it just has a gentleman's feel. Like someone who's more ahead in life, an older gentleman, not someone in their 20s and 30s. This is like someone like 50s. I'm thinking someone who's well sophisticated, well refined, well mannered, cultured. You know, just really rocking this. I picture like a trench coat and a fedora.
Yes, it is definitely more a masculine scent.
Because it has that classical vibe. I'm picturing like 1950s fashion. But for me, this is a very versatile fragrance. Do you think it's more like versatile or more of a?
I think it does have some versatility. I think that people could wear this from the springtime through autumn for sure.
Yeah.
I think it would get kind of lost in the mix if it were in colder weather.
Yeah.
And this would really shine. It would really be diffusive on hot days like this, so, where we're in the 90s.
Oh, it's
Fahrenheit.
Like 94 Fahrenheit. That's like 33, 34 degrees Celsius. So it's just bananas. Like for me, like it smells so good. Like I'm wearing it right now. I worn this for like an entire week. I'm almost done this decant. Price tag. So because I'm almost done this decant, I just might pick up a bottle because this ranges anywhere from $50 to $70 USD. A 50 ml and a 75 or 100 ml for like $70. Conversion, that's like $60 to $85 Canadian. That's tremendous bang for your buck in my opinion. So that's off FragranceNet. Longevity off this was solid, 6 to 7 hours. Wife's thoughts, did not get the wife's thoughts, but the wife would probably just find it feels like a vintage fragrance that is gentlemanly. That's what I'm assuming. So, do you have anything else to add to this video?
Do you know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Rocha mustache. The original mustache.
I wouldn't know. I'm not really into the vintage fragrances.
I mean, it's a little bit less animalic because the original moustache, the concentré, had a little bite of civet. But
yeah,
if you
definitely
get,
not for me.
Yeah, that's more my territory when I get a little dirty and kinky. But this actually reminds me a little bit more so of the 1949 EDT for moustache, not the EDP, which is entirely different.
Okay.
So, but I think it's well done. I would wear it. I don't object to it. I think it's quite nice.
This is a fragrance that I just might get me a bottle, and I'm really trying not to buy anymore. But I love the classiness to it, the sophistication, like the old school vibe that it portrays, but it's modern. It's old school, but with a modern twist. So, is that it?
I think that's it. I think that you're on point with that. It does merge the classical with the modern for sure.
So guys, we've got two takes, JJ's and my take. Now JJ, I'll attach all his social media links down below. Please make sure to check him out, especially if you're into like the vintage fragrances or stuff that's a lot more classy and sophisticated. I'm just a casual kind of guy, the everyday guy who likes just like designers for the most part. But if you want something with more sophistication and more like someone who's very cultured, please make sure to check him out, all right?
Cultured in my brown t-shirt here. I'm very dapper, right?
Well, it's hot as hell.
Not even wearing a polo.
It's hot as hell, so I can understand, all right? So guys, that is our take of Acqua di Parma Colonia Futura. If you like this video, leave us one of these. And if you want to see other Acqua di Parma videos, they will all be down in the description box below. What videos to watch next? Well, since you're watching a niche video, niche right here. Thank you for your time, take care, and we will see you later. Thanks for watching, everyone.